I don't know. Something feels wrong with Grounded too. The reason I say this, though, why I believe something's wrong with Grounded 2, is just because I've noticed many things about it, like specific things that kind of catch me off guard. Like when the first trailer came out, something like the very first thing you see is the news reporter, like the news reporter lady,
Oh, here we
and
go.
she just looks off. She looks kind of like she's AI generated, honestly, and it's very
Hold up.
very off-putting.
I don't know that I like the Omni tool though.
Yeah, well, there's just something off about Grounded 2 that I feel is kind of wrong. It's like, I just can't
It
put my
does.
finger on it.
Yeah, it looks a little off. It feels like they started using AI, which is great as a tool, but I don't know that I like if they're using it that much. I don't know that I like it. Like I'm happy to wait an extra while if it means that they produce a quality game. But like, if they are using AI, which it felt like they were, um, I don't really like it. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Is all.
I should probably pull up that video, actually. Yeah, maybe it's just me being cynical, but like, when you're watching the trailer too, if you look at her lips, they barely match up with the actual audio, and I'm not sure if they like animated it poorly or something, but the way she talks and the way it looks when she's like speaking with her mouth looks so off. And I can't like help but notice that maybe they used AI in this. And I can understand it. I mean, it seems like they're pushing the date with like the 29th, but still, for me, it's kind of strange. I don't know. If you just kind of look at it like over and over again, you can see like the lips and stuff and the eyes and everything.
Yeah,
It
and
just looks strange.
the movements didn't feel the same either. Like
Yeah.
that one kid in the ad, of the guy. Well, I don't know the guy sitting down. I forgot like exactly.
The guy sitting down.
Like yoked girth, but he can like sit on stuff.
Oh yeah, and
But yeah,
some
the
like
kid
the
in the ad
expressions.
felt really weird.
Yeah, some of it at least. But it's not like they are using AI. Maybe it just looks off, or the way they animated it is
Yeah,
very different. And I can understand that it's probably not AI, and I'm just like
yeah.
losing it.
I don't mean to tell the like say that they're using something when they're not. Like I feel like that would be really insulting.
Yeah,
Um, but I don't. It really looked like it. Um,
yeah. It was a little off-putting. But well, that's like the main thing I looked at, and I was like, some feels a little off, but I can't tell you exactly that it is like AI, and that I I'm like, I don't know, the first person to think of this or look at it, but it just feels off.
yeah.
And well, there's the characters in the game, the style, it looks a little off too. I'm
Kind
saying
of.
off a
Well,
lot,
yeah.
but
I think they're just supposed to be older.
yeah,
But
I understand it. Like Willow looks, I mean, I just don't like the way Willow looks. She looks a little strange.
well, I mean, like, I don't know, they're older. They're more like progressed, and they're like, what? They're in high school, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what age they'd be like.
I mean, but like
15, 16.
realistically, I don't think in like the 19 or like the 2000, maybe the like I think it was like 19.
Well, the original game took place in 1980s.
Well, if it took place in 1980s, 2 years, 1982, I don't think they had like dyed hair as a
I think
popular
they
thing.
did.
That was like bangs. Like it just, I don't know. That I mean, if they did, I don't think it was that popular or well known. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe it is like the most popular thing at that age, but it felt like it was a more of a, I don't know, more of like a closer to the 2000s thing, like 1990s,
And I mean, if we're being honest,
19
the one of the
2000s.
biggest things that made the first game so big was the art style.
Yeah, and
It's
the art
like
style
a
feels a little off.
yeah, yeah. They're definitely they're detailing the new stuff in a new way, which it doesn't look too bad. Like I think the spiders look pretty cool,
Yeah,
and
it's,
it looks cool.
but they
Um,
definitely changed
but like
something.
if it loses the cartoony feel, it might not feel the same.
Yeah. I don't know. It just it does look a little weird, and it feels like they're running on the exact same engine that Grounded 1 was run on. Like, they have a lot of the same animations and stuff that was kept there. They added some new stuff, obviously, because it's the second game, but
Yeah.
some of the things feel like almost the exact same. Like, they changed nothing about it. It was like a copy and paste.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
here, wait.
yeah. A bunch of the models were reused in the animations
And
too.
the grass.
But
And the...
yeah, but I don't feel like it's supposed to be a new, like an entirely new game.
Yeah.
Just like it's just supposed to feel like a progression of the games. And I can see that it might feel weird if like there's like older models that are used, but I mean like Borderlands 2 used a bunch of the models that the first game had.
Well, I feel like that's a good thing, though.
Oh yeah.
But
I feel like it might
it's like the
translate
same universe.
It might translate just as well in the second Grounded game.
Yeah. But I don't know, when like a lot of the things that were taken from the original game were like boxes and structures, and those obviously I don't think over the progression of that amount of time they were just completely revamped and changed. Like that's what kind of felt weird about Borderlands 3 is, at least like if we run it like side by side comparison and we consider Borderlands 2 the Grounded 1 and we consider Borderlands 3 Grounded 2, there's some comparison like I can draw out for you. Like the actual style feels like it's changed and everything, and like the soul of the game is still partially there, but something just feels strange about it.
Yeah, and
not that it's bad.
It's often a struggle to keep the feel of your first game after being so successful. Like people's expectations are going to be high, and you want it to be new, but you don't want to lose the feel of the original game, and that can be very difficult.
Yeah.
So I can see that. It might not feel the same.
Yeah,
but
if you watch the full if you watch the full like genuine trailer, they say that along the side, like the process, because I think they basically Grounded 2 wasn't gonna exist for a really long time unless a new developing company came into play. And what they did is they started working with some other company.
So what you're saying is that the new company might not.
Yeah, they might not exactly know what Grounded really is.
Okay.
And they might alter it.
Yeah, that can be said, especially for like the Borderlands movie. They put their movie in the hands of a different studio who didn't understand their wants and refused to.
It's kind of like when you give someone something they don't fully understand and you want them to do this, they're gonna do it because they want the money. I mean, but
they might not do it right, like how the fans want it. But
yeah, I feel like it's that kind of mood I'm getting from it.
Also, if the Omni tool is what I think it is, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, cause like I don't want there to be like a tool like for early game that just lets me do everything. I want like.
No, it's not that.
Okay.
It's like as you progress, you slowly have to upgrade it so it can go and chop like tier 2 stuff or whatever.
That's even worse. I don't want to keep it.
What?
I don't want the Omni tool. Like one of the coolest things about Grounded is that you make cool tools and like you have to get like cool, like you have to get resources and whatnot to get new tools, and like each tool is like it's special. They're all cool and they have really cool designs, and I feel like it's cheap to have you use the same tool for the entire game, and I don't want to use the same tool. Like it was cool like getting new stuff and like it looks different and it has its own feel, and like I don't want to use the same thing for the entire game. Like Borderlands, if you use the same gun for the entire game, it's just boring. That's like in Borderlands, you're supposed to expand. You're supposed to get cool new weapons and guns and whatnot instead of like keeping the same gun for the entire game. It's just boring.
I think the main reason they're doing that is because first of all they made a really really early date, like a very very early release date, setting it at what was it, the 29th, which is this month right here, like 2-ish, 3, maybe 2 weeks away.
I feel I'm happy if
kind of maddening.
Like, and that's early release too. I'm happy if they get rid of it after early release.
I don't think they will be though.
Why not?
I think the focus is also.
Idea.
It's not that it's an awful idea. It's that they don't have to make a ton more different.
And I don't
Of
want them to
just-
have. I don't want them to have new tools. I want them to like. I think it would be cool if they just revamped the old tools and whatnot. Like I want to see what the like after the kids have grown like 2 years. I want to see how they make like the I don't know like the pebblet tools and whatnot and what would be different. I don't want new tools. I want tools that I can change. I don't want to use the same thing for the entire game.
Well,
It just
I think
it just cuts out that really big part of the game that made it fun.
I guess, but what that does for like the actual players is there's less of a grind. The developers don't have to make a ton more tools just to like fit the game.
But
And also no, and also they have a crap ton new bugs to work with. If they're gonna add like tarantula stuff and like new bosses and everything that have new armor sets and new tools and new
okay, yeah, I'm okay.
they're
if
gonna
they-
need to take that and just use it all purely on like weapons and armor instead of making a new tool with that and a new, I don't know, a new
Yeah,
shovel. and a
I'm
new-
okay if they add new stuff. Like if that's the case, I'm just not gonna use the Omni tool. I'm just gonna like I don't know, put it in a chest for the entire game.
No, I don't think that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that the focus is not going to be on tools. It's going to be on like weapons and armors and things, and they're just going to make a ton of those.
Well, yeah,
And they don't
that's
want to
what-
have to make new tools. They don't want to make new tools because they want to focus on the weapons.
Shane, the weapons in Grounded are more often than not tools.
No, I
The
don't
weapon you're
think
holding
that's
right
what
now is a
significant.
tool.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is that they're gonna have like the tools split away from the actual attacking stuff, and there's gonna be a ton more weapons.
I don't see the point of that though. Like,
Because it's
okay,
it's,
so they
it's
don't want to make more
cheaper.
tools, so they can make more tools.
No, they don't want to make more tools so they can focus on making armor sets and weapons for all the new bugs they're releasing. They just don't want to
that
have to
doesn't
spend
make
all that time.
sense.
They don't have that much time right now.
So like, what the first Grounded game did was, you have cool weapons and whatnot, and they can also be used as tools. So like, what you're telling me is that they didn't want to make more tools,
Well, maybe they are
so
gonna
that
bring
they,
them back.
or
but-
or in other words, they didn't want to make more weapons, so they can make more weapons.
Oh, they didn't want to make more tools so they could focus on weapons.
Shane, the weapons and the tools are basically one thing.
Well, maybe they will just have it there. Like, they'll have the weapons, and yeah, they could do this if they wanted. But I feel like the reason they're doing it is for a decent reason. Because they basically just announced the game. It's coming out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I'm excited to play it.
And I
just-
doubt that they're gonna make a ton more tools when they probably weren't even working on the game for that long.
I just don't like the idea of the Omni tool. I like Grounded because you're able to get cool new stuff and whatnot, and I don't know. I feel like they're taking that away from us.
I don't know. I think it's a decent idea, but I feel like they're not gonna do it because they have good reason to not do it.
I mean,
And they already put a bunch of effort into adding like a lab you have to go to get the Omni tool. And I'm guessing they're adding stuff like you go to this lab and then you collect this and it upgrades your Omni tool. So you can use it in different spots.
I don't just want to use the Omni tool.
Well, you probably have to. Because that's just how it's gonna feel in the game.
But why?
Because they don't want to spend all that time making all this when they can make new weapons and armor sets that are actually good.
Again, the tools and the weapons are basically.
You don't have to think of the new things, the new weapons as tools, because most likely they're not going to be tools. Because there's
So-
already tools in the game.
They're not going to be. They're just going to make weapons unusable as tools for no reason.
Well, maybe they
So
won't.
you're telling me
I'm-
they're including the Omni tool, putting more work into making the game, so that they can put less work into making the game.
Oh,
when they
yes,
could- when
they
they- when
are
they
trying to
could've-
make less work.
When they could have made the tools usable as weapons as well, they decided not to, and they put more work into the game, making the Omni tool.
Also, another thing about that is that it takes up less inventory space having like, yeah, if you look at like my inventory, almost half of it is just weapons and tools.
Well, yeah, but you're.
I don't
using
want to have to
those.
hold all that. I genuinely don't want to use all that. I just want to have
way too much
everything
stuff.
in a chest and just have one tool.
Why would you have like 3 slicing weapons?
3 slicing weapons? Because they're all elemental.
Yeah, the Broodmother Club, the... Well, yeah, but you can just do...
The Broodmother Club, where is that?
What?
I don't have the Broodmother Club.
No, the Black Widow. The Black Widow.
Yeah, this is for underwater pond stuff when I need to collect
that
stuff.
makes sense, but like...
This is for fixing stuff. This is for cutting down stuff when I want the torch out.
Why not just have the Widow Dagger and then just use insert... in whatever the hell it was. Insert weakness or whatever.
I don't really want to use it because that just means I have to hold a charm and...
So you want to hold more stuff?
Well, I want to hold good weapons that actually do damage instead of having to use this Widow Dagger or this specific axe.
To have cool weapons.
I want to have cool weapons, but I also want the weapons that I'm using to not have to be... Like, I don't want to have to take this... Wait a minute. I'm thinking. I want to have, like, my Salt Morningstar for the Antlions or something, but it also works on the Termite Hill. And
I think I'm getting at what you're...
and it also has a special ability to it, too.
So like you only have one thing so that you can conserve inventory space.
Well, yeah, but the Omni tool is significant because it removes all the tools, and I'm guessing that maybe some of the weapons will be tools, but
the weapons
it removes
are tools,
a ton of inventory space from having to be there. Like this top row, this is a tool, this is a tool,
So,
this is a tool, this is a tool,
you
this is a
want
tool.
to use
This
the Omni
can
tool,
be a tool. Oh wait,
so that you can use less
This can be a
inventory
tool.
space. But
This
the
can
Omni
also be a
tool is
tool.
just going to use up more inventory space along with all your weapons.
how? How is it going to use up inventory space? It's
'Cause-
going to be one item that uses every single thing.
Well, no, that technically would take up less inventory space.
Like,
Okay.
it's like this,
So it's not
this,
about
and
so it's
this.
not about making less work. It's about just using less
Conserving
inventory
space. Yeah, because I mean, like most of the time when you're playing grounded, you have like a full inventory, and then you got to go back home and store everything, and then
Why haven't you turned up? Oh, those chips are hard.
yeah,
Charms.
they're
I
charms.
was
Yeah,
gonna say, why
fall
haven't you turned
immunity,
those in?
gas
I mean, you
guard.
technically can't turn those in.
Yeah.
Well, they wouldn't be in your inventory.
But I just
Anyway.
it's just important to me because it's a lot safer to do that. But it also is not safe because people really do like having to go out and grind for like a really cool
Yeah, that's one of the
tool. But
that's one of the main things that makes grounded fun is that you play the game.
I have a feeling that it's for a better reason than not at all. And I love grounded. I understand. I was like thinking, man, I really don't want the Omni tool, but the more I think about it, it's actually really helpful. And it only gets better from there, because, like, yeah, they don't have to make, like, they don't have to make, here, wait, there's, what, 4 or 5 tools that exist in the game, and you have to multiply that by 5, which is, like, 15 tools they have to make by themselves just for every single tier upgrade.
So
That's a lot of tools to make.
There's chopping,
No. Yeah, there's a chopping, there's a hammer,
slashing, busting, digging,
and this right here.
so repair.
But you
So
also,
that's- yeah,
the widow,
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
But I mean, technically, you don't even use slashing unless you're underwater,
I guess.
so you wouldn't even need to keep that.
But honestly, there's gonna be an underwater segment, I'm pretty sure, in the game.
Hey, Fid.
Oh no, yeah, I'm sure there is. Let's see though.
5 of those, and there's gonna be, if there is 3 tiers, there's gonna be 3 different versions of these.
Oh yeah, one of my main points though was that I didn't like the inventory HUD.
Oh yeah, that's
It just- it
disgusting. I
doesn't-
was just thinking about
I was
that.
thinking they wanted to make it look more like the 2000s, but I don't like it. It looks like ugly. It doesn't look like the original.
I feel
It's
like
no
what they
charm.
should
It's too
do
bright.
is just like take this game and then maybe change a couple things. Like make this like little sidebar here with the hunger and thirst, and maybe like make it bigger or make it say like Scabby 2.0.
I
and
feel like
about the
I feel like
same.
my main the main thing I didn't like about the inventory HUD was that it looks like a mobile game.
I guess
Like one of
it
the
does look
cheap
pretty
mobile
ugly.
games.
I really hope they don't. Again, also with Grounded 1 and Grounded 2 comparison, This game feels more like a passion project than like a money making
Yeah,
game.
yeah, and it started out as one too. It was just it used like assets from like just like used like the spider asset was just like an asset off the thing, and they just like animated it, and eventually it became this, which it was a really big game changer for for Obsidian. Um,
Yeah, and like this all of this stuff is like, I mean, it's just like this is their in-home universe. Like they have the Moldark thing and they have the yoked girth,
yeah, and
and
there's so
it's
much.
all like it ties together because it's like this reference of some sort to the 80s or 90s era.
Yeah, there's so much charm to it because they,
They
they
really
like
cared about what they were making.
yeah
And
they tried to include like Easter eggs and fun bits to remind people of like the 80s um
also
and
mix in like bugs and stuff, which is a really interesting
yeah,
concept.
and well, a lot of people really like bugs and like research bugs and whatnot. So this really is charming for people like that.
Yeah, there's like this certain atmosphere to the game. It's like, man, I kind of like bugs. Maybe I should like check this out or something. And that was honestly the first thing I was thinking about with this game. I was like, man, I really want to see what new bugs they add. And like,
Yeah, yeah,
I
the
love when they
bugs.
add new bugs and they're like so cool looking. They have cool animations and
I
they're
mean,
really
of
fun to
course,
fight.
there are a lot of bugs that are just, like in front of you. There's the ladybird, which is
It's a
just a
reskin.
reskin,
Yeah,
and then
it's not
there's
very
the
interesting.
ants, which are basically reskins. But it's not all that bad because it's it's
Like this has a new animation. I mean, they
yeah.
kind of make it not the exact same. And I do think also with the new game they added some stuff where like these bugs they have their own block, but they also have their own heavy attack and light attack.
Yeah, I'm
So you
interested.
have
I'm
some.
interested to try that out.
I
That
think
does
it's gonna be more of a nuisance. It's gonna make the game actually hard.
but they don't want the fans to feel like nothing's changed. Um, and I can see the new stuff being annoying, but like learning the game originally, that was one of the main things. You have to learn how to parry, and
Yeah, that's a
and you
good
have to learn all the
segment.
attacks. Like
I like the combat in this
it
game.
was fun like learning how to do that and then conquering it. I feel like that's what they want for the second game. They want the players to have something new to learn and to try out.
It does feel fun, like learning how to parry this guy, like the timing and everything. It's like Bug Souls or whatever, like a Dark Souls bug version.
Yeah, sort of like another captures like capsules.
Yeah, it's like its spin on everything, but it has actually like other than just oh yeah this game it's Bug Souls. Like
Another
it has interesting elements, like the upgrading system. It's like every survival game.
yeah, I was gonna say
People
another
like
thing that
that.
I
The
really hope
bugs are interesting. They got
include
animations.
is milk molars were really fun. Like, I mean, I can understand if they don't want to include milk molars exactly, but
I think they are going
something
to.
that you can like that gives you an excuse to explore the map and it's really fun to like find stuff.
But also
so that
upgrade
you can-
yourself.
yeah, so you can upgrade your character. So, you get to explore so that you can get better at the game.
Yeah.
Like
And
it makes exploration fun.
which if it wasn't,
I mean,
kind of
not that
fun.
I'm saying that exploration isn't normally fun, but it can be tedious if there's no reward
Yeah.
for exploring.
It does give you a good reason to explore.
It makes exploration. It kind of makes exploration feel boring. Which again, no offense. I think this game is a very beautiful game. Just that I feel like it would be boring if you didn't get anything out of it.
Besides like grinding creatures or whatever.
Yeah, or just like looking at all the stuff.
Yeah, I think they make exploration really fun because they have new creatures and new places. They have like new zones with different.
And then too, the new creatures give you new parts, which means you can make new weapons and tools and armor.
Yeah, and like really cool stuff that honestly made this game really interesting. Just like every element of this game
there's
feels good.
There's new stuff, and it doesn't feel like it's it doesn't feel repetitive. It feels like it feels
Fresh.
yeah.
Well,
I
some
don't even know how
things
to explain it either.
like when you play for the first time and you're like in the lower yard, You're like, man, this is really cool. Like, oh look, there's a spider there. There's
Yeah,
a
and then like
larva,
yeah,
there's a grub, there's
like the wolf spider is terrifying, and it
and
actually
it's not a
makes it.
copy of the orb weaver. Like, it has its own attacks. It does have some like the same attacks, which makes
Yeah,
it feel like this is a spider. They share some of the same attacks, but they're definitely different.
yeah,
And
and they're
like
stronger too. It's something
yeah,
something to be scared of.
but like when you go to the upper yard, it slowly starts to get less interesting.
That's fair. I
It
think
feels like more like this is the Black Widow. It's just a black version of the Orb Weaver. There's not much to change.
the upper yard did disappoint me a little just because I died a lot when I was like exploring for stuff. But
Yeah. It also just felt kind of rushed. Like if you look at it from a side view, I don't think they should have released it this early. Like I understand, yeah, we got to get this out of the way. We got to finish this game so people don't get annoyed, but
are you talking the upper yard or?
yeah, like
Oh,
the
okay.
full game. Like when they were adding the mantis. Yeah, the mantis is cool, and there were
Well,
some
they
cool
were
stuff
saying
like
that
the man.
they want the players to experience what they've made and for the players to give feedback. I feel like that's nice.
Yeah, but like when they just like drop the game, like this is the full release, enjoy it, and then like the full release was kind of garbage, to be honest. Like,
Grounded?
yeah, most of the full release kind of fell off.
I
Like when I
I'm
was
not
playing
following.
through it, the fire ants. Oh man, I wanted to see fire ants in the game for so long, but instead of like spraying goop or not goop, instead of like spraying acid out of their butts, they spit it out of their mouth, and then that was like the only new thing they added. I don't think they added any other attacks from it. And then the same with the soldier ants. I don't think they did anything new.
Well,
Maybe they spit
I mean,
goop.
technically, fire ants don't even spit anything. They have stingers that insert acid into your into
Yeah,
your
but I'm
skin.
pretty sure also fire ants do spray acid out of their whatever there's
I
not.
don't think so. I think they
I
just have
mean-
stingers.
If I can find a video of it, I'll put it up there. I'm pretty sure they actually spray acid out of their butt. Like when it's like a predatory thing, like when a predator's there, they like spray acid at it to like lead it away. Here, wait, I'm gonna look up a video. Maybe the fault is that exploding ants exist. I know.
What are the case?
Yeah, yeah, I guess it is kind of weird, but I
mean, like-
feel like fire ants I've seen before, like ants that like they bend their butt over and then they like spray acid like at antelopes or not
Feel like-
antelopes, they're like the anteaters. They have like this mechanism where they spray acid at them.
Two, bombardiers don't actually spit their acid from above. They spit it from below.
I know.
Like there are a few nitty gritty things that can be pointed out. But it's not like including sizing. Some of the bugs are a certain size that doesn't actually fit their real life counterpart. But they're just trying to fit it all into the game. I forgot that they have bugs like anywhere.
Yeah, I really hope they bring back some bugs and they make them like a little better, or they like if they bring back like a new bug or they add something that's like a reskin, it's like the ladybird or something.
Yeah, like, if
they make
anything-
them actually different.
Like the black ox would be cool to see again. I think they're really cool. That they were really cool. Like
When we were fighting them and finding them and stuff.
yeah,
Like these were the bugs that were like actually sticking out, like when you were playing the little charcoal thing and the update came out, like wow, look, there's nothing basically. There's like the scarab beetle, which was just a reskin aphid, but it looked different, so it wasn't too bad of an inclusion.
not really reskinned. It's
Like
it's a completely different model.
yeah, but
Too,
it's
it has
like the
different
termites.
animations.
It feels like the termites, except the
think the
termites
scarabs-
actually were different though,
Well,
because they had different animations. They did the same fighting.
I
didn't
like that scarabs didn't have a counter. Like no, it's great that they included friggin'. It's great that they included what was it again? Ape kid, which is a really good counter. But before that, I feel like they should have had something to counter them. Which play testing is a big plus in that way, because like the players should be able to give feedback or whatnot. I don't even know if the players gave feedback, which being the reason they changed it, but I'm glad they added a counter. and whatnot. And I think that I actually think the scarabs were pretty cool. They also, you know, the fact that they included that one area where the scarabs are like very abundant in that one pipe. I like that they added that because it means like, you know, you don't have to actually do a bunch of work to farm. But you
That
can.
was basically the counter, because I did not care
Yeah,
about
that
getting
was
the
the counter.
8-bit slippers.
Actually, I should mention that was kind of the counter.
Yeah, that was more or less the counter, because I honestly didn't give a hoot about the 8-bit slippers. I've never crafted them before, but I
Oh,
bet people
they're
did.
pretty good. You know, they make you go faster. I
Well,
mean,
yeah, no, I just didn't want to craft them because I felt like it was one of those, like, useless things. Like,
I like them.
usually when I feel like there's, like, a charm in a game or something that's, like, this gives a bonus to your stuff, it's, like, a 2% increase, and you're like, damn, I don't care about this. But, I don't know, some of the stuff in this game was, like, genuinely, like, when it gave you a boost, it was very significant. Like, the fresh elemental stuff, like, I've seen that in so many games where it's like, this thing is better, you should use this against this creature, but most of the time it's not that great, and it's not worth having.
Was there a moth here?
I don't know why he's here. I don't
Well,
want to fight him.
he's a special one, so.
I could.
Moth or wind elemental?
It's like a little bit difficult. Yeah, you don't really do much damage to him.
Oh, don't
You
infect
didn't do very much damage. Does he have infection or something? Oh wait, he also has
Most likely.
he has vampirism. Yeah, it might not bite.
Oh, bleeding too?
Oh yeah, that's bad. Vampirism and bleeding.
Well, I'm pretty sure that he already has bleeding as a normal thing.
Well, yeah, because the scales or something like that.
What? Yeah, I don't know. I'm
the-
just kind of like thinking about stuff. Grounded 2 definitely feels like it's gonna be good, but like I hate when they reskin stuff. That was
Yeah,
the
like the
worst thing about
butterfly.
Grounded.
The butterfly just being a reskin of the moth. But I mean, it kind of makes sense, because they're
Well,
very
actually, if you
similar.
look at the butterfly and you compare it to the moth in real life, like they actually did a really good job with the butterfly. There's not much of a way you can actually change it so it doesn't look like that.
Well, I feel like too the moth. If anything, the moth didn't look right because it's not as thick as an actual moth is.
I like the moth, honestly.
Your average moth has a thicker abdomen and they're a little bit more furry.
What?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, those things get annoyed. They don't like when you block stuff. I don't really know what their problem is in that way, but if you can get them to fight each other, then that'd be pretty cool. The ant's already fighting him. Oh, there you go. He doesn't care.
Sorry, we're not even talking about this
Oh
stuff
yeah,
anymore.
my fault.
We have forgotten.
But I just hope they add stuff. Oh, the moth is actually fighting him now. I feel like it would be really cool to have like charms were pretty fun as well. I like charms because they made builds a lot funner. So that you can like customize your build. And then also, which I'm pretty sure they're going to include, but like I thought that that armor suits like specialties, like the ant suit letting you carry more stuff, and the Black Ox suit making it so that your charged attacks are stronger was really fun to play around with. And I really hope that they include that as well in the second game.
Yeah. I feel like, though, when new bugs came out in this game, the significance of them being, like, new was, like, as the game went on into, like, the later stages of the game, it feel like they kind of had, like, a burnout moment where they're like, man, I'm just gonna reskin this thing and then give it one purpose. But, like, when you actually play, like, the 2020 build of the game, like, the Bombardier Beetle made the drying rack so you could dry your stuff. It made, the axe. It made some of the important stuff, like, the oven later on. There was a ton of useful stuff about them, but now, like, think of the Ladybird. What was the significance other than, like, you could use the goop to make stuff? There was no armor set with the Ladybird stuff.
The Ladybird was really important because it made the
I've never,
the
ever
armor
really
plates.
had to use the wafting stuff. Oh yeah, that's important. Yeah, but like some of the stuff didn't feel significant. Like the infected stuff, infected creatures did not feel very important in the game, and that's why I didn't like them. They were
I
were
like
just
the
like.
infected creatures because they just showed that that
Well, yeah, I thought they were like, yeah, this is kind of cool looking, but I felt like they were just the first instances of being like reskin. They like if you really think about it, like the mite, just add a little bit of fungus to it. That's about it. They were really cool looking though.
No, yeah, but it shows that the creatures in the area are being infected. Like, so the creatures of that area are being infected.
Yeah, I get it, but I just don't think that having them and then having them being completely useless, other than like you can make a bomb with this guy, or you can make like a stuffed version.
I guess, but there was like the infected broodmother set and stuff.
Well, yeah, but that's
which they didn't even
like
have to
important.
include.
That's genuinely important.
Okay, there you go. Nice.
Oh, he's gonna start healing.
I took a good chunk off that one.
I love this. I love these creatures when they add like a moth, even if it's not like
New Game
important.
Plus is fun because you get to play the game. I would heal if I were you. New Game Plus.
I can't. Yeah, I couldn't heal at that point.
Well, he didn't really give me much. Okay, well that's great.
Yeah, no, New Game Plus is okay, but what I want them to do with like Grounded 2 is actually make it good. Like when they first release it, don't add like a ton of bugs that are useless in the game.
Another thing, I like
I want them
I like
to be
that
useful.
they make decoration fun because you have a cozy meter. They make it important.
Yeah.
So that you have to make a house, which means you can explore that part of the game, and it's actually worth something.
Yeah.
Like I was saying with exploration, like exploration's a big part of the game, but when you make it even funner for the player, it makes the game funner to play and like better, like a better experience. And them adding a cozy meter makes it more worth it and like a better experience.
But when they do bring Grounded 2 into the picture, I want them to do almost the exact same thing as Grounded 1, but make everything like more tied together. Because the game preview, actually, I feel like game preview makes the game a little worse. Because there's like this push for the developers to make an update.
Yeah.
And then when they make the update, they're like rushed so much that none of the stuff is actually that great.
Like I was saying, I'm happy to wait for the game if it means that's more quality.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing that I think is a good addition is buggies, because we wanted that in the first games.
I hope they're just I hope they make the buggies actually significant.
I was also hoping that they make it so that there's more buggies that you can make. Like, I would think I think it would be so cool to like ride a bombardier beetle around.
Or some kind of like flying bug. I feel like
flying bugs like bees or moths. Or
yeah, that's like the best part about
not many
Grounded
people
2.
like mosquitoes, but mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes would be really cool. You could like heal them. Like in battle, because if your buggy gets downed in battle, you have to wait like a really long time for them to get up, like 5 minutes in real life.
Can they die?
They don't exactly die. When they die, they have to be like healed. They have to be like whoa. They have to be like put in a healing chamber type thing or something like that. But the significant part that I want them to feel like good bugs. Like if you look through the trailers, you can kind of tell. Maybe it's just for like this effect to make it look like, oh yeah, I'm like super overpowered and it feels fun to like instantly kill a bug, but it feels like the bugs have less health. Like so much less health. Like you hit them like a couple times and they're like fragile.
Well, too, that's also that you've gotten better at the game over time. Like I was replaying Grounded and I realized that the beginning wasn't actually all that difficult. I thought it was difficult because I wasn't used to the bugs. And
but
as you get used to the bugs, like the pairing and whatnot, it's actually really easy.
Yeah, it kind of I do love the game Grounded. I feel like if they do anything with Grounded 2, they have to take what was good in Grounded 1 and then just like make it a little better, because that's what the point of the sequel is. You have some stuff to add to the first game and make it better.
They were mentioning that the yard's gonna be 3 times the size,
which is great. Yeah, there's like all these things that they're putting front or like in the front. Like this is the like reason you should buy this game,
and
it's really good. and it's gonna be $30. It's gonna be the same price.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
this.
that's also really cool. What I was gonna mention is that they said the beginning area was the size of the backyard, which is insane, honestly. But I'm excited to explore. I just hope that the areas, like, because I know it was already, they took a while to make this first game, and they didn't even have the upper yard yet.
Yeah, I feel like if they make
Or
the game
well,
though,
the sandbox wasn't.
they have to make like the areas actually useful instead of like, oh wow, this yard is big, but there's like nothing there, and you're just
Yeah,
like,
like
desert.
like I don't know. I don't really know if they'd include the house in the size of the yard, but like if they included like a big old house or something, like the shed makes sense because there's the undershed, which it's a useful area.
But it's a park. You're
yeah,
not gonna have a house at a park.
yeah. That's what I'm. Yeah, like a fair amount of the area is gonna be usable.
Like this game is great because you can kind of tell where all the sections are, and like this over here is like there's some stink bugs over here, there's a bunch of mites, and there's a couple spiders over here, and there's like bombardier beetles over there.
Until exploration.
As you
is
play
fun.
the game, you start to understand the game.
Yeah. So you like you get used to everything, and like everything has like a. It's like everything is its own area.
Yeah, it's like a set area, and you kind of have to go over there to get this thing. But I feel like really like the worst thing they could possibly do, just like this game, is like with the upgrades and the rocks and stuff. I feel like they should actually make the rocks respawnable.
They do. That's in this game.
Really?
Yeah, they respawn.
I could have sworn that I
go
went
back
to the cave.
if you go back to the beginning area where you have to kill the mites, there's new ones.
Where they kill the mites?
Yeah, at the beginning of the area where you have to kill the mites to fix the laser.
Ah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like this game feels like a lot of waiting. Like, you want to kill a boss, there's muscle sprouts, you have to wait like
That's
in-game days
there's
for
a fair
it.
bit of grinding to this game.
I wish like everything in the game would just respawn after a day. That's like 80% of the game is just sitting here like going to bed, and then you gotta go to bed again, and then you gotta wake up, and you gotta go to bed again, and then finally your stuff respawns.
Well, I
and
feel like though
yay.
there's enough stuff in the game for you to do other stuff while you wait, and then eventually I forget that I was waiting for something, and then I do it, and like, oh wait, I should have remembered this.
Well, yeah, but usually when I'm playing this game, I don't think about it that
I
much.
focus on like more than one thing so that I can like do. Damn, you have a lot of TNT jelly.
I there was this glitch.
Yeah, you told me about it where you just like.
You could dupe infinitely, and you can get a ton of stuff. It was really worth it. And we just
What is that stuff useful for?
you need it to make the
crystals, right?
fusion crystal.
Okay, yeah. Well, then why haven't you upgraded your stuff fully?
Oh,
you need ooze.
Yeah, and the ooze is
Yeah.
extremely hard. That's like my main beef with this game. I love the upgrading and stuff, but this takes so long to do, and I don't like to play this game
boss.
anymore.
I'm sure the bosses are harder as well.
I rarely play this game because I feel like it's kind of dead to me.
Though there's like the bosses have new stuff too, though. Like the bosses have like infused weapons that they can drop,
Yeah, I guess.
which I thought was really.
But
cool.
you have to wait until like New Game Plus 4 or something just to get it.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's really rough.
I guess it gives you something to go to New Game Plus. Whatever.
Yeah, and it's really annoying though that you have to do that, because the reason you need all those crystals is so you can actually kill the bosses in this game easier.
Well, one of the big reasons why I liked killing the bosses was you can make new decorations, and I always liked seeing how like they use the boss to make like quirky or creative decorations. Like I really like the Brood Mother rocking chair and the wasp, the queen wasp hammock. I thought those were like fun and creative ideas, and I feel like if they the
This
mantis,
is my favorite thing, actually.
the mantis fountain. Yeah, it's all really cool, and I hope that they carry that creativity into the next game.
Yeah, I do. I think some of the best stuff in this game is like when they take a bug or they take certain elements from this like yard, like the flowers, like this flower bed or
Yeah.
flower bed petal. This is made out of pine cone. This is made out of flower.
And then too, the top parts are molars.
I
They're
think-
carved to They're like there's molars carved into the top.
Yeah, I think
which is a cool reference.
I think the bed is also made out of berry leather too. It's like a mix of berry leather and maybe they don't actually put it in the thing, but well, there also are purple flower petals in this game. Like a ceiling fan. I don't know why the ceiling fan's here. Some of these decorations aren't exactly useful, but
Oh yeah, how do you get the Mance gong? Is it New Game Plus?
yeah.
Okay, I was wondering. So
No, not New Game Plus. Sorry. It's like this recipe you can find in the yard somewhere.
Oh,
I forgot where.
yeah, okay.
Where's the beds? It's right here, isn't it? Okay. It's not made out of berry leather, but these are made out of petals. So there's two different types of petals. There's like well, actually, there's like 3 or 4, but there's the yellow petals and the bluish purple petals and the reddish petals. I think they were just trying to make this
And then too, let's see.
like charcoal they
Yeah.
use for the heated stuff. This is clay mixed with like sprigs and stuff. I feel like that's like really creative thinking. And like they use fresh mints in order to make a freezer. The creativity in
Technically
this
they're not
game
fresh.
is,
I think I'll bet your freezer's been there for like what, a year now.
yeah.
So I doubt it's fresh. But
Well, they use fresh mints, like the mints.
yeah.
The
But, like-
I'm saying the fresh isn't like the elemental.
Okay,
type.
yeah, that makes sense.
Or I guess we could say the mints, but the mints are creative, and like this, it's a gong. And
Oh,
it
you
gives
can actually
like, a
hit it?
boost.
That's actually
yeah, and it
rad.
gives you a damage boost, attacks do more damage for 30 seconds, and you can like place it in different parts of the yard to give you like little buffs.
What I'm also hoping is that they don't rely entirely on the first game. Like, of course, it's an extension of the first game, but I don't know that I want it to, like,
Always include stuff like this is the
Yeah.
Broodmother, but it's reskinned.
yeah, I don't want it to have all the same stuff. But
Yeah, I want some new
there
stuff.
to be references and whatnot, but I don't want it to be the same thing. I don't want it to be like a DLC.
Yeah, I feel like what they should do is take like what I really loved about this game was seeing the new bugs. That's like the only thing I can say that actually got me excited. Like seeing the antlions for the first time.
And they're
really
including
sweet.
like new stuff like cockroaches and
Yeah, I'm glad they're adding that stuff. That's
and-
what I love about the game.
what other new stuff are they including?
There are cockroaches, the butterflies, there's caterpillars.
Oh yeah,
there's-
I think there's gonna be scorpions. Well, technically, the other stuff is just reskins, but
Some of it.
Yeah, scorpions. And
Wait,
then,
what's reskins?
the butterfly, the
Butterflies
the
kind of.
man- the
Holy
man-
sh!
the mantis.
Holy chrome.
But what was the other one? Well, didn't you say they might include what was it again? What are they called again?
This is not good.
Tarantula,
Yeah, like all of this stuff is really good.
which I think would be rad.
I can't even block that, can I?
No, you can't. I tried a lot, but you can't, unfortunately. It's really annoying.
Yeah,
Another reason.
I feel like taking the significance of the blocking out of the second game, because like they can just kill you. Like all they have to do is take a heavy attack and then they hurt you.
Yeah,
That making like the blocking useless in the second game is gonna be really rough.
I feel a complaint that can be made about this game is that some bosses take away your ability to block. Like one of the main reasons why people struggle with the infected Broodmother so much is that they can't block her.
Like most of the time,
Yeah, most of her attacks don't allow blocking.
and that's what
And her
made this
attacks
game
do
like
her attacks do a lot
actually
of damage. So if you want to heal from that, you still have to wait for the cooldown, and then eventually she'll get it to where you're low on health and the cooldown's still going, and you can't heal yourself. Which yeah, I feel like if you're going to stop us from blocking, at least have some other
elements to
yeah,
upgrade
something else
yourself.
that still works.
Yeah, I feel like it is gonna be a lot of like noticing this attack and then making like some kind of precaution just to avoid it. That's gonna be most of that.
Why would you respawn?
I didn't mean to.
At least I don't typically respawn.
And like some of the elements of this game, I feel like if you're gonna try to make some new stuff, make it good. Don't make a bug in the game for no reason. Cause I guess yeah, seeing a cool bug like, oh here's a cockroach, this is really cool. But if he does nothing and he has no reason to be here,
Well, no, I'm sure they will.
I don't
'cause
wanna see
They
that.
exist in this one area that's like what was it again? Like it's
radiated.
yeah, radiated. I was gonna say radical, but that's not.
irradiated,
Or yeah,
which basically mean the same thing, I guess. But yeah, no, it's really nice when they add new stuff and the new stuff is good.
yeah. Like well, I feel like that's one of the main things about them is because they're gonna be the main issue of that area.
Yeah, and if you can make like at the very least, an armor set out of it, and the armor set's like you can, I don't know, you can survive stuff, you like all gas effects or something like that. Don't do anything,
But I feel
poison,
like
gas, everything like that doesn't hurt you.
if they're
That would
gonna
be
add
really nice.
scorpions, I hope they're not just like larvas where they're just annoying.
I think they're gonna be in certain areas you have to go to find out, like the Black
Okay,
Widow.
yeah, that's good then.
Yeah, I
Um,
love that. But yeah, I just want to see like all of these bugs really useful. And if they do a
yeah,
tier
I
4,
want. Well,
make it
especially I
good.
think one of the things I'm most excited for is like the new bugs sets, like their weapons and their armor. I'm excited to see those
Because
because
you get to
like I was saying
customize
before, like set bonuses and whatnot. I'm excited to see if they have like what kind of set bonuses they might have.
what's like useful and what you could use in your equipped
Yeah,
set.
yeah. That's one of the things that makes me most excited about finding a new bug is that like you can make a new set which it has its own cool effects and it's special in its own way. Um,
Yeah, and
which allows you to make builds which is really fun.
I don't want them to remove like this armor set right here. This is really cool. You get this, and what it does
Oh,
is
I'd repair your shoulders.
I know, but the death's impetus. They don't exactly explain all the effects sometimes, and it's really annoying to have to like look up a video on
Yeah,
it.
that is kind. I
They
hope,
should
I hope
definitely add
they just explain what it does instead of
like a section for all the armors
like become
bonuses.
empowered. Like
What does that
exactly?
mean? Yeah.
Well, after using it a few times, you realize that it just means like you go faster and you heal a bit
Well, yeah, you go faster, you deal more damage, and you
and you
start
heal.
healing.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's like really
which is
significant.
which
but
is great. But like
I
if I
didn't
don't
know
if I
that.
don't know what that means, I don't know if I'm gonna want to use it.
Yeah, I just want them to like when you, at least when you like discover that this creature exists, you
And
should
like
already have
give
the
us the
bonus.
percentages. Don't hide that stuff from us. Like certain percent increase in this and certain percent increase in this for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, because that's what made like if you look on the Wikipedia, it's like if you look through the weaknesses of the creatures and stuff, it'll say like it's weak to fresh or stabbing or something, but it doesn't show how weak it is. Like this will
Yeah.
be like 50% or this will be 25%, and you're like,
Yeah, because
what's
I want to know how to best fight my opponents and what sets work best.
yeah.
Um,
Instead of having
you
like
can have fun you can have fun descriptions for the stuff like, but I feel like it would also be nice like if you just like if there's like a slider where you can it just shows you all the extra cool stuff instead of like just hiding it from you.
yeah, I really do like how they do this though. Like the
Oh yeah, creature cards were really fun.
like
Um,
looking through all this, I like this is a reskin. If you just look through this game, you'll notice what we mean by reskins because this is the worker ant. There he is, and then there's a black version of him, and he doesn't do that much besides make an armor set
I feel like it's
and
fair
a
though. 'Cause
weapon.
blacks or ants.
They are about the same.
Ignore that I said blacks. I'm sorry. I don't mean that like
Black
discriminatorily.
ants
Yeah, I meant ants. Look pretty similar.
in every single way, yeah.
Yeah,
But like
they could
add a new
base
attack.
it on the species and make different designs, but I feel like it's fair that they kept like the same designs because they ants don't vary much.
Yeah. But like with this though, I feel like they should at least add like this one is different and they add like a new armor set that is actually really good and it makes it different from this guy.
Yeah, yeah, like the what was I gonna get at? The like the black ants sword and the shield are new. Like they're new things that are exclusive to Black Ant. They're like new designs.
Yeah.
It would be cool if they have their own exclusive stuff that's not like just a redesign.
Yeah, like with the fire ant right here, basically what they did is wait, where is
They
it?
redesigned the club and the armor, and that's about it. Well, there's also the shield, but that's also just a redesign of the black worker.
Yeah,
The black
if this
ant
guy
shield.
right here, he's like a reskin of every single thing about ants you can think of. Like what he does is he has a fire ant armor set. It's just a reskin of the red ant armor set. The club reskin of the red ant
The
club.
shield is just a reskin.
The shield is a reskin of this guy, and it encompasses all the ant aspects of it, but it's kind of just a giant reskin. And I guess like in real life that makes sense, like basing off the same idea. it does make sense that they're gonna make the same
Yeah,
design.
like the ladybird has its own shield, which is cool. You know, it has its own special thing that you need it for.
Yeah, but some of my like favorite creatures in this game are the ones that are actually different. Like this guy, they're basically reskins, but this guy has a cool like he swims
Yeah, yeah,
underwater. He has a new
you need them
animation.
to like they're
He
cool
makes new
because
stuff.
they're special because like you need them for air and they're one of the primary crafting
Things.
resources
Yeah, and
for
you need him to make
water
the
stuff.
pond related stuff. It
Yeah.
doesn't make like here's the diving bell spider armor and it's just a reskin of the spider armor. Like it actually makes something that's not the same thing.
Which
And this is
can
the
be
same.
used as
These two are the exact same.
well, no, the Black Widow has its own thing. Like it spawns widowlings that it kills to get buffs, which
Yeah,
I really think is my least favorite thing about the Black Widow. I really hope they at some time nerf that. It's it's really cool, but I died so much to the Black Widow and I just feel like it's so unfair. It would be cool if they nerfed it. I guess I understand if they don't, but like I really feel like it needs a nerf. But yeah, it has its own cool like attacks and like stuff that make it different and special.
yeah. I do like when like it is really cool when they add something like this.
I was gonna say an example of a bad reskin is like just the wasps or mosquitoes. I meant the mosquitoes are exactly the same.
Yeah. And
They're not exactly the same. They have like different stats and different skin, but like other than
they
that,
make
they
the
are.
same weapon and they make the
Yeah,
same heal bossa and there's nothing really different.
yeah. There's nothing like special in between them. At least it feels like at least.
Yeah, but like with the ticks,
Yeah, yeah.
those are
Like
like a decent example of like
yeah, like
newer things that were added and they actually are really
the
cool.
lawn mite is like is needed for, like for their fuzz for like the bunch of the cool stuff um in the beginning stuff, and then there's the dust mite which like makes dust to slow you down, and it's fuzz is also needed for the stuff, but it's like a new fuzz and it's like it's needed for new stuff, and then the tick has its own weapon, and you know it's really cool, and then too the lawn mite has its own piece of armor, which is the headpiece, the one that kind of looks like a Russian hat. I don't know how to explain.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they have their own uses.
Yeah,
But when
they're
it starts to
special.
get to like creatures that are complete reskins and they like the fire ant, this adds almost nothing new.
One thing that I really don't like about like the wasp drone is cool, but like it has its own thing, but it's just so annoying for no reason. Like I just don't like that it flies above you and like hardly ever gives you a chance to attack it unless it's like it lets you attack it, heals, comes back with full health and lets you attack. It's like an infinite cycle that is really hard to deal with, and I feel like at least needs a nerf. Like
I think the reason though it exists is so you have to use your bow on it.
yeah, but like the bow, like you have to shoot, and then it takes so long before you're actually able to block.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know.
I feel like throwing your weapons would be better, but then you like you might throw it wrong and then you'll lose it forever, and then
Yeah, I don't know. The stuff they did with this game though is amazing. Like some of the aspects are like obviously it's their first time making it.
yeah, it's a great game for like a first time making a game like this. I mean, Obsidian is really good at making RPGs. They have a lot of good RPGs, including their work on Fallout New Vegas. They made a lot of really good RPG games, and
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
yeah,
For the...
this is no different. It's a really good RPG game, and it's really fun to play. And the grinding doesn't feel boring because there's a bunch of new stuff, and it feels like you're working towards something, and it really feels like you're progressing and getting better and doing cool new stuff.
But like there are just certain aspects like this game isn't perfect. There's obviously
Yeah,
things
of course.
that like
I was gonna mention the imbalance in like certain weapons. Like there's more chopping weapons slash tools than any other in this game, which I feel like is kind of imbalanced.
yeah.
Um,
And there's like certain things like especially the reskin bugs where you're just like, man, I already saw this guy. He has no new attacks and I have to fight him again. maybe.
Yeah, I also another example was the battle axes. They're they're all the same.
And they're
Just
like the best
reskinned.
weapon in the game. Obviously, you're
And
gonna
then
want
too,
them,
of
but
course, they made the different types of battle axes. Like there was the what was it again? The something flake.
Pepper Flake.
No, the well, is there another one?
Here,
What
I'll
is?
show all the pictures of them, but basically they added like these really cool new designs for axes, and
But they're not. Yeah, like
they're useless. Like people
yeah,
are like,
because the battle axes are just better. They have just better stats.
yeah, like this. They have something I forgot what it was like. Final blow
And the
something.
sour Katanga is also kind of a reskin, which is. But then they have like
Final Fury.
the fresh blade, which is the breast slayer. That was it.
This thing right here, really cool. This thing right here, really cool. This
Yeah,
thing,
it's cool that they have their
this
own.
thing, cool.
It's cool that they have their own thing.
But people
Instead of
don't
being-
use them.
Yeah, because they're not as good as the other ones.
Yeah, and they have
it
like
would be-
certain
yeah, like
status
cool. They
effects.
have their own cool designs, but the ones that are just reskins are better, which makes it kind of
Rough.
sucks because like the special ones aren't useful.
Yeah, these are like actually cool looking, and like
Yeah.
I crafted this one because I was like, man, this looks really cool, and then I heard like, oh, maybe you should just get not the frosted flake, but the one that looks the exact same as this, but it's just white, and it's the fresh one. They're like, yeah, no, you have to use that because these are the best weapons. They're the fastest. They do the most damage.
Yeah,
It's like,
it
damn,
really sucks that the ones that are cool and special are
useless basically.
yeah, and you have to use the ones that are just reskins.
Yeah, there was some really cool stuff in this game that they did. And it was just kind of like ignored for the New Game Plus stuff because I don't know. Honestly, I feel like we should definitely end it because we've been talking for a while.
Oh yeah,
but
sorry. Sorry to make y'all wait a bunch. We're gonna play the second game on launch. If all of our friends get together. If not, we're just gonna play it like with the friends we have.
Yeah, we'll totally talk to you about it. But
Yeah.
genuinely, all these videos I'm making about it are just so like I can introduce the viewers to this game that
Yeah,
I really,
and then make
really
sure
love.
make sure y'all know
That we actually like this and
yeah,
we want
that we're
to do videos.
interested and that we're going to get into it excited and that we're going to cover the full field.
Yeah, we're not just gonna like all of a sudden pop out with Grounded 2 video and it's gonna get like 6 views and nobody's gonna watch it. But obviously it's gonna get watched by at least some people. We just
And
want to
still, we
introduce
want to
it.
get everybody else excited as well because this is a big thing for Grounded fans because we didn't even think we were gonna get a second.
Yeah, we were almost expecting nothing from it. We genuinely did not know that this is ever gonna come in the game.
Which yeah, this is awesome.
It's like big
Obsidian's
news.
really pleasing us with this one.
Yeah, like I mean, it's not the most popular game, and not a lot of people bought it. They played it, but they didn't really buy it.
Yeah, like we're
coming back is like an amazing thing for us. 'cause it's actually a good game.
We're pre-release players. Like we've played it like I think we started playing in like 2021. I think
2020, 2021.
Yeah.
Those years.
Yeah, well, yeah, 2020. Yeah, and we're still on it because it's a great game and they've done really well.
Yeah, and it's just such an interesting concept that it kind of deserves to be a good game.
But yeah, we hope that the second game gets the same treatment and it's really good and that they pour their hearts out into it.
But let's just hope this isn't foreshadowing.
Yeah, don't raise your hopes, but if it's anything like the first game, it's
gonna
we're
be
really
good.
excited.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see you guys in the next video, but
Yep.
Sorry if we talked that long. It's just there's so many things we had to like rant about. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video and bye bye.
Well.
Ah.